Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Soph. We are going to be doing a 50 facts about me tag today. I thought I'd already done one of these, but it turns out I haven't, and a lot of you have wanted one, so I'm here to deliver the goods for you. If you guys are interested in knowing 50 random facts about me, then please keep watching. I was going to be called Rachel instead of Sophie. I think I'm definitely a Sophie, but yeah, I was meant to be called Rachel. I moved out at 16. It was the last day of my GCSE exams. I sat the exam and then I moved out. I packed all my things and left. I have lived in 9 different places, which isn't a whole heap, but my first house that I was in for 16 years, I never moved. So in like the last 10 years, I've moved 9 times. Woo! I was bullied throughout primary school and secondary school, which was a time I just don't think of. Like, everyone's just like, oh, I loved like secondary school and everything, and it was probably the worst time of my life. I absolutely hated school. I was bullied constantly, and it was not an enjoyable experience for me. So yes, I did drama for 11 years. I'm sure you guys who are familiar with me on my channel are not surprised by that at all. I passed my GCSE maths when I was 10 years old. I was either 9 or 10 years old, and I sat my GCSE maths and I got a B. So when it came to do my GCSEs when I was 15 and 16, they said I could keep the grade that I already had and still try for a higher grade. So yeah, my parents were math teachers and my dad had a lot of connections and decided that he wanted me to sit the GCSEs when I was young, and I did, and I'm very proud of myself. I am. I was on the gifted and talented list at secondary school for maths. I was offered a free scholarship to a university in Scotland to study maths as well. This is just like a little maths segment. They're all different facts though. I have been wearing nails for 10 years. I say that when I've got no nails on, but quarantine, I'm not actually allowed. This is probably the longest I've gone without nails in the last 10 years. I had to take them off when I had an operation, and I had them off for 6 days and got them back straight away. So this is probably the longest that I've gone without nails in the last 10 years. So yeah, I have sadly lost both of my parents, both to cancer, which sucks ass if you ask me. I used to self-harm. I self-harmed for about 6 or 7 years of my life, for obvious reasons with my parents and whatnot, being bullied at school, and when my dad passed, my dad was the last parent to pass. I was raised by a not so nice person, and that was another reason as well. But yeah, I came out of it. I'm in a lot better place now. I'm not gonna get choked up. Jesus, okay. Compose yourself. My granddad was a drum major in the World War II, and he was a prisoner of war as well. And when my brother and I went to Thailand, we went to Hell's Fire Pass and walked through the area that they like dug up and built with their bare hands, and it was the most, I don't want to say humbling because it wasn't my life, but it was the most surreal moment of my existence. Like, it was insane to have gone there. I won a helicopter tour of London from Disney Channel when I was really young, and we were going to do it, we were gonna go, but my dad was absolutely petrified of heights, and he was just like not on it. No one really thought I was ever gonna win, because who wins a Disney Channel? Who wins a Disney Channel giveaway? And we were all set to go on it, and sadly my dad got really ill, and it just never happened, but I did win it, so that's gonna like be remembered in my head. I have been to Disney 7 times, which isn't a lot for me. I'd like it to be more. It's meant to be 8, but with everything going on, we probably are going to postpone our holiday this year, so we're still stuck on 7 for now. I have and do survive off Diet Coke. It is the best drink in the whole entire world. I've drank it longer than I even care to remember. I'm obsessed with it. It's my child. It's my child. My favourite dish ever is salmon pesto pasta. I'm actually having it this evening, so I'm really excited about this 50 facts about me tag. I'm like, yay, I get to have Diet Coke and salmon pesto pasta. I've been to 5 continents. I have 16 tattoos. I have 17 piercings. I've had way more, but I've taken so many out, but currently 17. Whenever I wash my hair, I have to listen to Natasha Bedingfield, Pocket Full of Sunshine, because it reminds me of Easy A, and I always do the hair thing that she does in there as well. I just love that song. I think it's a great song to wash your hair to, so if you haven't done that before, I highly recommend you do. I got suspended in secondary school for dyeing my fringe green. It was like a deep foresty green. My hair was already pretty much like dark brown, black at the point anyway, so it just kind of looked like highlights. I got suspended and another girl who had pink hair didn't. So it's a little bit fishy going on there. I have a controlling personality. I also have an addictive personality. I get irritated very, 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 very easily, and I think it comes down to my controllingness. Like, oh no, I do. I get irritated very easy, and I try my hardest not to, and I try my hardest to snap out of it, and it doesn't work. So I'm still working on me. I'm still working on me. Don't worry. I have a university degree, which I don't care for. I burnt my hand as a toddler. My dad in his bedroom had like spotlights by his bed, and I went to put my hand in it and he went, "Don't put your hand on when the light is on." So I was like, okay, cool. Turn the light off. Put my hand straight on it, and I went straight to hospital, and it burned all my hand. I was in nursery at the time, so I must have been like 3 or 4. And my dad had to walk me into the nursery and tell them why I'd missed the morning, and like I had this burn mark on my hand. And I just remember it so well because everyone, like my family, just remembered that story, because it just sums me up completely. Like, you tell me not to do something, but you say you tell me not to do something specific, so I'll tweak it and then I can. So like, don't touch the light when it's on. Okay, I'll turn it off, and just set my hand on fire basically. I broke my finger at school, my index finger. I was in primary school. It's really hard to explain. I was helping the caretaker. It was at the end of playtime. It sounds so weird, like I'm a grown adult using the word playtime. And we had these gates that you lifted the metal and then you push the gate, and then like you push the metal bar down that it went in the hole in the ground so that the gate would stay open or stay closed. And for some reason I lifted it up, and the gap of where it like hooks onto, I put my hand, I don't know if it was an accident or if I put my hand there for a reason, and I dropped the bar straight onto my hand, and it crushed all my skin. And I had no idea that this happened. I don't know how. I don't know if like the pain just hadn't hit yet and all the adrenaline went to me. And then my friend was further on in the playground, and I literally went, "Come on," because I heard the bell. And when I did that, I saw all this blood flying, and I was like, what? And my hand literally just went purple, and I could see the bone in my finger and everything, and I was like, "Ah!" And I was like panicking and like, this is not cool. And then I went to hospital, and it was awesome because it was like the end of term, I'm pretty sure, and I didn't have to do any exams because I had a cast that had my fingers like that, and that's like my writing hand. So the teacher had to do like all my answers for me, and she was like, "I'll sort you out." She was a sick teacher. So yeah, I broke my finger. That's the only bone I've ever broken in my whole body. So yeah, I do not drink alcohol at all, ever. No, no thanks. My middle name is Elizabeth. Whose isn't? I feel like it's either Elizabeth or Louise. So yeah, I actually have an A-level qualification in Spanish. I don't know much Spanish. In quarantine I tried to learn it again. I've kind of fell off the bandwagon. I need to get back on it because I did enjoy Spanish, but I actually do have a A-level in it. So, hola amigas! That's basically it. Adios! I love being alone. I'm one of those people who I am so content and so happy with being by myself in my own company. I love silence. I love just staring out the window with like a Diet Coke and just watching the wire, and I can honestly do that for hours. I can be alone so easy. I have a piece of lead in my finger, which it's in that finger there. I've had it since my art class in year 7, so I was 11 years old. So I've had it for, how old am I now? 16. I've had it for 16 years. Oh my god, I've had it longer than I've not had it. It's always just chilled there. I've had no problems with it at all. I can't feel it. It grosses me out like, like, sorry. I've got a really bad gag reflex. It grosses me out like touching it and thinking about what's in there, but I've had it for years. We were in art class and a boy kind of went like that with a pencil and I stopped it so he didn't get my face, and the lead broke in my finger, and that was it. That was life. And it's honestly, it's been there for forever. It is literally just a part of my body now. Yeah, just chilling. My first ever concert that I went to was Westlife, and I have zero regrets. I love Westlife so much. I used to fancy the crap out of Brian. Actually, fun fact, I haven't included this, but this can be an extra fact. When Brian left Westlife, I had a day of school. Because I was basically mourning the loss of Brian. So yeah, I couldn't stop crying, and my dad was like, okay, like, you'll come to school with me. My dad was a teacher, so I just went to school with him. I actually went to school with him for the majority of reception in year 1. I was obsessed with my dad. I love him. Oh, amazing. I support Liverpool Football Club. I have a tattoo of it. It's one of my many tattoos. I am allergic to citric acid. Fun fact. I crack my body. Lots of it. My neck. I crack my fingers. I just did those, so they might not need them doing again. I crack my knuckles. I can crack my toes, my knees, my back. Anything that I can try and crack, I will crack. Especially my neck is my favourite. Oh, I love it. And my hands. I've been cracking my hands since my dad was alive, so I must have been like 9 or 10. I've cracked my hands so much. And my neck is recent in like the last 5 years, I'm gonna say, since I went dumb. I'm joking. But yeah, I love to crack my body. Honest to God, it's such a lovely relief. And my dad used to like scare me. He was like, if you keep cracking, you're gonna get arthritis, and you probably will, and I probably will, but I can't stop. They just do them by themselves. So I have a deviated septum, which I was meant to go to the hospital for an appointment through quarantine, and they cancelled, so I have to postpone. But I have a very, very bad deviated septum, to the point where I can't breathe in certain positions. I have to sleep in a certain way. It's very uncomfortable and not enjoyable. So yeah. I have had my boobs done. I know all the words to Moulin Rouge, the film with Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman. It is my favourite film. I have a tattoo of it as well. Love that film. I know every dance to High School Musical, #1. I don't know the rest. I'm a dedicated fan to #1. It was amazing. I still remember the day it came out and going to school the next day. So yeah, I think I still know it. I haven't done it for a while, but I'm sure if I dust off the cobwebs, I'll remember. I know the dance move to Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. I had a really dull childhood, apparently. I was the chess captain in the chess club at primary school. Yeah, primary school, guys. I love chess. I'm such an old person trapped in this young person's body. I passed my driving test the first time. I had 12 minors though, but we won't talk about that. I passed. My favourite TV show of all time is The OC. I didn't realise until Tom made the comment a few months ago how much of my life is based on The OC. I'm going to name one of my children after the characters. Tom knows and he's well aware and he's okay with it. So much of my life is based on that show. I love it. I think it's just the best show ever, and I cry at basically every single episode, and I just love it. I love it so much. I am fondly obsessed with penguins. They just make me so happy. I have a goddaughter. I know. I'm old enough to have a godchild. She's my little angel. I love her so much. I miss her through all this. It's her birthday soon in a couple of days. And I'm not gonna see her. I love cake. I love cake so much. I love all kinds of cake. Oh, I just love cake. Cake and Diet Coke make me happy. Everyone knows if you're if you've upset me, or if you want to make me happy, or you need to suck up to me, or you want something from me, or you just love me, cake and Diet Coke is all I need. Cake, Diet Coke and silence. I am like cloud 1,000. I have been doing YouTube for over 5 years. That's insane. And I have my dream job. That is 50 facts about me with an additional couple side facts as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this, learning a little bit more about me. I mean, for the past 5 years, I would hope you already know quite a lot about me anyway. I really enjoyed just sitting down and like chatting and not just being stressed, not stressed about makeup, but not being distracted with makeup. It's been quite cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know some facts about you as well. Let me know if any of your facts are similar to mine, if you were as well chess captains in primary school. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and I will see you in my next one. Bye.